2011, I had to learn. I had to go read books. I was 20 to 22. I was in college. To play football. If it weren't for football, would have been out of there. Really, I invested $300 to $500 probably on Amazon or bookstores and a couple seminars to go and start learning about money, real estate investing, business, and investing in general, and successful people, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, other traders, other real estate people, and just soaked up as much knowledge as I could with the mindset of I'm going to implement. I'm not just going to learn just to learn for learning's sake and to get educated. I want to be able to learn and then retain that and then use it in the real world. So it got to the point where I was skipping classes to read my own books on what I was getting in investing because school was not really teaching me what I did. I basically did just enough in school to get by. Was still super respectful of my teachers and professors and all that stuff, but I had zero attention span when it came to that because it just was not teaching me what I wanted to learn. It's all right. Just keep that in there, Ryder. Don't even get rid of that. Oop. I might need to get rid of that. Oh yeah, no, this is right. This is right.
That's right.
That did not work as well as I thought. 2012, graduated, and I invested $2,100 into direct sales. I had basically no money after I did that. It was everything. It actually kind of took me in the hole. Quickly sold that $2,100 with a product that I had to invest in to get into that company and made a profit of like $800, $900. And that first year in direct sales, I made about $12,000. But the whole time I was learning and getting experience, practical experience in sales, and those sales skills really went to help me later on when it came to raising money from investors and putting these deals together. Because even when you're buying deals and investing in businesses, it's still a sales process because many times there's other bidders that the sellers could sell to, right? So you got to sell yourself to that seller and tell them that, hey, I'm the buyer for this asset, right? So I was really honing those skills. I knew that $12,000, I had friends that were making $50,000 to $70,000, $100,000 salary. And so, that was kind of hard to swallow at first, but it to me is just like, I know that what I'm doing today isn't going to pay me today, but it's going to pay me down the road. So I viewed it as an investment. I just took less money, but was getting experience. I was working like crazy. The only time I went home was basically to sleep. Other than that, I'd be out until 1 in the morning sometimes because of the drives back from direct sales. I have to go 3 hours away to do a meeting or whatever. Get home at 12, 1 a.m., and I'd be up at 6, 7 a.m. ready to rock and roll again. Kept learning, kept reading. I kept looking at deals. So once again, I started to learn back here that I had to go look at deals. I started to learn here, and when I was still learning of what to look for in these deals, and even though I didn't have the money yet to purchase a piece of real estate, I kept learning and I kept looking at deals. And I was looking at deals that, I couldn't even buy $150,000 duplex, but I was looking at $500,000, $800,000, million, $1.2 million deals, and just going through that experience and looking in the financials and saying, okay, if I ran this asset, like what looks fat here? What are we spending too much on the lawn care that we can go find a better, just to get a service for a better price? Same thing with the trash containers and all that stuff. So I really would put myself in the position of, okay, this is a building that I own. What can I do operationally that would make this financial statement better? And when you make the financial statement better and it throws off more cash and you have more EBITDA or net operating income in real estate, the property becomes worth more because the cash flow. People are going to buy a property for the cash flow that it provides, just like they're going to buy a business for the cash flow that it's throwing off. So was learning, looking at deals. I was continuing to get great at sales. 2012, same with 2013 to 2015. I grew that direct sales income to $3,500 to $6,000 a month ish in that time. As my income went up, I did not start spending more. In fact, I was still living at home, and once again, I wasn't at home much because from 7 a.m. till 1 a.m. in the morning, I was building my business. And I was out, I was meeting people, I was doing things to grow this and to keep looking at properties and make connections with investors and all that stuff, because I knew I was getting closer to that time when it came time to pull the trigger on an investment. And I think it was actually late 2013, I had saved up just over $20,000. I put in $20,000 into a 4-unit. The unique thing about me was there was other people in this direct sales company that was paying off their personal debt. They were paying off student loans in lump sums. So if someone was I think when I started, I was like $30,000 in school debt. So instead of taking this 20 and just throwing it right towards student loans, And I looked at that as a defensive mindset. I wanted to play offense with that. So I kept paying the minimums on my student loans. I didn't care if it was 6%, 8%, 9%, whatever it was. I didn't care because I wanted to play offense. I took the 20, I went and I bought a 4-unit. The year after that, went and bought another 4-unit, the one right next door. The first 4-unit put $20K into. It started paying me $500, $1,000 a month. So now I have this, $500 to $1K coming in a month while this thing's paying me, right? So now I get more per month, and this is still growing. This was still on the up. So now I have this extra $500 to $1K a month coming in, this $6,000, $6,500, $7,000. And once again, as my income went up, I did not spend more. Like, my spending stayed here. It was not like that. My expenses did not go like that. My expenses stayed the same. And then what happened was I could save even more, right? So every month I was able to save more. Now the second 4-unit, we were actually able to negotiate seller financing. So we had to put zero money down on this second 4-unit, zero. The seller held the mortgage on it. And I take that back. We might have put $5K down, but a substantial portion of the down payment was held by the seller. Once again, went in here, fixed it up, rents went up. We cut certain expenses that we didn't need while still providing great maintenance and service to the tenants. And soon, this one was paying me that $500 to $1K a month, right? So now I've got that, I've got this, that's all growing. And once again, my expenses did not go like that. My expenses stayed flat.